Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, I'm your hostess, and we're going to have some thrifty fun. Y'all, this week my husband and I hit three different Jesus Cares thrift stores, and my girlfriend and I went to a couple of thrift stores, and I found a few items I thought I would share with you. So let's get this party started. The first thing I'm going to show you is this little bag. I paid $2 for, and it's got some items I thought I could use in the kitchen. One of them is this little miniature knuckle buster, and it needs a good cleaning, but it's a small one, and I can use that to grate garlic or anything that I want to find grate on. Real easy to use. I really liked this old scoop, y'all. It was made in Taiwan. I don't know if I'm going to get a good picture of the name on the back or not, but I'll try. It's a little mini scoop, and there are projects around the house. I wouldn't necessarily use this in the kitchen, but I might use this if I'm repotting something to kind of help me get the dirt around the plant, or some other project that I might have. But I thought it was really cute. It was a little miniature scoop. They did have a plastic or one of those silicone spoon rests, and it has a hook on it, so a hole so that you can hang it up. Actually, I'm probably going to give this to one of my daughters because I have several spoon rests for my stove. And the reason I picked this bag up, and it's not in really good shape, but it is a very old cookie cutter. You can see it's got some damage to it, and I don't know if I'll be able to fix that or not, but it's just unique, and I thought, well, if I can't use it in the kitchen, I'll find a use for this. This would also be good for if you're wanting to plant bulbs or something and you're wanting to get the hole a little bigger. You can use it in the garden. So whatever I decide to use this for, it will come in handy for me. So those were $2 for the 4 pieces, which is not bad. That's 50 cents a piece. And that was one of the Jesus Care items that I found. I did pick up this spinner. It's got to be spread out. And it's got to have the little attachment at the top to make it spin. It's brand new though, y'all. And I paid, let's see if I can get it in the light where you can see the label. Paid $1.10 for that. So these are going to spread apart a little bit. And then when I put the little fishing thing on it that makes it spin, it'll look very pretty in my garden. It might scare off some animals. That's what I'm hoping it'll do, to keep them out of my garden. I picked up a gingham and buffalo print tablecloth. Now this was made in India. It's got the tag on it. It's got the tag right here where it's made in India, and it's got the buffalo and the gingham, and it's a good sized tablecloth. I'm hoping it will fit my table. If it doesn't, it will become an apron, y'all. You know me, I'm going to reuse the fabric. If I can't use it where it's supposed to, I'm going to use it elsewhere. But I thought it was really a cute little tablecloth with the gingham and the buffalo plaid. It is black and white, which is okay with me because I can always put some color on my table to make it brighten up. Paid $2 for that. So that was a good buy for me, I thought. I also picked up 3 of these glasses. I'm going to try to hold them up. And I've put some paper towels in there so that y'all can see the name of them. They are the Yard Milkshake Bar in Panama City Beach, Florida. Now these will not be used to can with, but I will use them in my spice pantry and replace some of my pint jars that I do can with. So these will come in handy, and they were 50 cents a piece. And of course, everything I get has to be cleaned. I am a clean fanatic when it comes to that. I did pick up another salt and pepper shaker, and they are different sizes. And it was $1 for the pair. So I thought that was a really good buy for the salt and pepper shakers. And of course, they still have salt and pepper in them. They're going to be cleaned, thoroughly washed and everything. And these will become my tabletop salt dispensers, or herb salts, or no salt shakers. And I have got lots and lots of recipes that I'm going to be sharing as I build up a variety of salts and no salts that I can use on my dining room table in place of the salt and pepper. I also picked up another one of these canisters, and I like the glass canisters because I can see what's in there, and this actually had just come into them. They date it now, and they put the price on the bottom was $2. They are going up on their prices. A lot of times I will get these for 50 cents or $1. But it was such a good seal on this jar, and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and buy it because I need these for my dry goods. That would be beans, rice, instant potatoes, anything like that. Pasta, the small pastas or stuff like that I want to store in a jar. And I want to get them out of the boxes because they last longer when you store them in a glass jar. And I can add bay leaves or my little oxygen absorbers to the top, and they will be good for a long, long time. Now we're going to move on. I've got one more item down here I want to show you before I get into all the books. These are dinner napkins, and y'all know I collect a lot of dinner napkins. These are very large dinner napkins, y'all. As you can see, they're practically brand new. They came from Pier 1. See if I can find the label on one of them. They came from Pier 1 Imports. And they were a clearance item at one point. There's the clearance tag. And the tag color was blue at Goodwill. And they had these, and I think there's 3 of these, I think. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of these. So I got 4 dinner napkins for half of that, which would be about $2. So 50 cents a piece is not a bad price on these. And they will be washed, and they will go into my stash of dinner napkins. Now, I don't only use these as dinner napkins. I use them for other things. The smaller ones I will use to top my jars. This is rather large, and it's a beautiful napkin. It's got a lovely spring colors, and that would be it folded. So it's going to come in handy around here. We use a lot of cloth dinner napkins in place of the paper towels to cut down on our use of paper products. So that's something that we like to use, and it's also nice to have when you have guests over, to have a nice linen dinner napkin. Y'all know me, and you know how much I love my books. I found 2 books at Goodwill, and one of them is for reading pleasure. I love Irma Bombeck. I've loved her books since the first time I read the very first book I believe that she had put out was The Grass is Always Greener on the Other Side, and I laughed and laughed and laughed all through that book, and I still pull it out from time to time, especially when those days of anxiety and depression hit, and I want something that's going to lighten my spirit and lighten my load. I will always pull out an Irma Bombeck book. This one is about motherhood, the second oldest profession. And she is a great lady. She's so funny. There's a picture of her on the back cover. And she just gives you all kinds of insight to things that you wouldn't think about. One of the things she says in there, quarreling with son about homework only to do it for him and getting a C on it. Now you can't help but laugh about that because she thought she got an A. Refusing to bail out daughter who lives by credit cards alone. Anyway, she makes fun of everyday life, and I paid, I think their hardback books are $2.99. Paid full price for this, but to me the book was priceless because I'm going to have a lot of enjoyment coming out of this book. And this other one is also not a cookbook, y'all. I did get this one for half price. So this one was $1.50. It's 1001 All Natural Secrets to a Pest-Free Property by Dr. Miles H. Bader. And y'all, it gives you all kinds of recipes in here and tells you about different animals, you know, like boll weevils, fleas, ticks, bed bugs, neomites, maggots, woodchucks. It goes into all kinds of different animals, turtles and raccoons, birds. It talks about all kinds of things. It's just a really great book, and they have lots of little cartoons all through it. I've already looked at this for a few things, and I'm thinking this is going to be a great resource book to have on hand. I love these kind of books because if one doesn't have it, more than likely the other one will. And when I see these, I try to pick them up. $1.50 is not bad, and I think you can still find these online. I'm pretty sure you can. Now we're going to get in. I've got one more book that is not a cookbook. It's the Country Doctor Cookbook. Old-fashioned cures that prevent reverse pain, obesity, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and more by the editors of FC&A Medical Publishing. And it's got a list of things on the back. And this is going to be another great resource book for me. When I don't want to go to the doctor and I want to figure out how I can handle this without taking prescription drugs. And it covers just about everything that you have in here. It talks about cataracts. You know, I'm getting older, I'm getting cataracts. It talks about high blood pressure, diabetes, just all kinds of things. And I'm looking very forward to being able to share some information out of these books. As I need them and I pull them out, I may do a video telling you what I found in these to help with certain issues. One of the issues I'm dealing with is high cholesterol. And it talks about the kinds of fat, what they do to your body. Talks about eating fiber and different vitamins that you might need. And to know your risk of heart disease. And the country cure, and it goes into stroke and so forth, which also has to do with your heart or your brain. So, you know, great books. I love these little spiral bound cookbooks. These are normally written by churches and individuals that want to put out family recipes, and you can always find really interesting recipes in these type of cookbooks. And this one is the Gorgeless Gourmet's Cookbook, practically fat-free recipes for super busy people, written by Ferris Robinson. And there she is on the back cover. And they tell a little bit about her. But this is really good for me because I'm always looking for recipes. Here's one, cheesy spinach artichoke casserole. That may be one I may be doing in the near future. She gives the carbs, not the carbs. She gives the carbs. She gives the fat grams. She gives the calories and the vitamins and so forth. This is an 8-carb casserole per serving. So, I mean, I'm looking for low-carb recipes, so this is a great book for me. Not necessarily that I want to be fat-free, but that I want to eat healthier. Excuse me. Here's a recipe I bet you've never heard of. Monkey hips and rice. This is going to be probably a recipe that I mark in this book. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. The carbs in this one, though, is 38 grams. So this is going to have to be a very early in the day type meal for us. But she has all kinds of lasagna, manicotti, desserts. Just a good selection to choose from. But I really like the monkey hips and rice. I thought that was an interesting name on the recipe. So we might try that one in the near future. The last recipe book. Oh, and these last 3 books were $1 a piece. I forgot to tell you. Jesus Cares, their books are $1 a piece. So I thought that was really good. And it doesn't really matter if it's soft cover or hardback. This is slow cooking recipes with over 200 delicious, easy to make recipes. And it has the little tabs inside for you to find the recipes. And it's large print so that you can actually see it if you have problems seeing. Here's one that I would love to try. It's sweet and sour chicken. I love going to the Chinese restaurant and picking up sweet and sour chicken sometimes. It's got fish recipes, lamb, pork, soups and vegetables, desserts, and of course it has beef. I passed right over that one. Wonderful pictures to give you an idea of the some of the desserts and stuff. And I am really, really looking forward to doing these recipes. Look at the soup and vegetable. That's their cover page for that. And I'm going to get back over here to the front and show you. This is the beef. Isn't that pretty? So whoever did the photography did a fantastic job. But it's slow cooker pots and stuff. And it talks about different types of food that you can use. This is an Asian style beef with ginger that serves 6. And I mean, just beautiful recipes in here. And I'm looking forward to sharing recipes out of this also. I'm pretty sure that this is still available online. It's a newer book. So y'all be looking for these online. If I can have time and I can go look, I will try to see if I can locate some of these books for you. I am a book connoisseur. I am not ashamed to admit it. I love having books. There's nothing like handling a book to get the creative processes flowing. So I'm really, really looking forward to sharing these with you. And I was getting into the recipe book already. Y'all, go out and check out your local thrift stores, your antique malls, your yard sales, your rummage sales, and see what you can find that is frugal, inexpensive, and will save you money and heartache. I found a lot of great items today that I know that I will use. I am more and more picky as I age about what I'm picking up from thrift stores. And of course, I am donating back. I am going through boxes and boxes of stuff that we have accumulated over the years, and I am ridding myself of stuff that we no longer use and that somebody else might be able to use. And one good point that I want to bring out in this is that if you do donate something that you think somebody can use and not something that is crappy, because I see a lot of crappy stuff out there, y'all, that I would have been ashamed to donate. Donate things that people can use, because most people that are shopping in thrift stores and places like that are looking for quality at an affordable price. They're not looking for somebody else's junk that they don't want anymore, and they just don't want to throw it in the trash. Thrift stores is always an adventure, and it is also a scavenger hunt, because you never know what you're going to find. Well, that's all I have for you today, folks. I hope that you are fully blessed.